Hi Scorpio, thank you so much for tuning in. This is a monthly reading for the month of June 2017. All right, let's see what the cards would like to tell us. For Scorpio for this month. Okay, seems like shuffling's taking a little bit longer than usual. For Scorpio. Wow, this is taking unusually long. Bear with me, guys. Send me your energy. There we go. One more. Okay, let's try that. This is where you are. That's interesting. Okay. This is where you want to be. Your focus. Where your focus is taking you. Advice, additional advice. Okay. Where you are. Okay, this is the card that came up for that. This doesn't necessarily mean you're in a place of breaking up with a romantic partner or loss. What I'm getting is you're in a place of healing. Some sort of healing. It could be from a variety of things. Healing from relationship pains, family pains, healing from a situation or circumstance, excuse me, that happened. Or simply healing past wounds that have been present for quite some time, and it may be that they are more evident to you now than before, or it seems more important to heal them now than it ever did before. Could be past traumas, childhood traumas, sexual traumas, abuse traumas. It could be any kind of trauma or anything that has conditioned you in a way that is not beneficial, doesn't serve you. So there's healing going on. Where you want to be, Scorpio, Ace of Staves. A place of reignited passion, reignited lust for life, reignited what's the word I'm looking for? Revitalized feeling or view on life, which kind of makes sense because if you're in a place of healing, you want to be in a place where there is no healing that is no longer necessary, right? You want this all is woven together because your focus is the Eight of Staves. Your focus is just to get it done with quickly. You know what I mean? Your focus is to dive head on or head deep. You know the expression. When you just go full throttle into this healing, into resolving whatever it is that may have hurt you or may have caused you to feel discomfort or loss or a little bit of pain, excuse me, or heartbreak. It's almost like you are ready to, it's almost like, I'm going to use this example. Rehab, when you go cold turkey. I don't care the symptoms, I don't care the withdrawal. I just want to get it over with. I'm going cold turkey, come what may. So it seems like your focus is to really do that, is to really just get to the core of whatever it is you're healing from or you need to heal from, and just cold turkey it, just get it done. And you know what? This is interesting. Typically, I would say that don't rush through things, take your time, be patient with yourself. But what the cards are telling me is this focus is actually taking you to a good place. So either it's about time you confronted and began working through and healing whatever it is that needs to be worked through and healed, because it seems like the fact that you're moving quickly through it is taking you to a place where you will actually rise above it or be stronger or learn a lot from it. It's interesting because typically that's not how it works, but in your case, Scorpio, it's, going, the cold turkey example, going head on and just diving right into it is actually going to be beneficial. It seems like in your case, being slow and steady or being very patient and taking things, not rushing through things, is not the best approach. The way that your focus onto just, kicking down the door and walking into that room and just getting it done, bursting in with a bang kind of thing, actually seems to be what you may need in order to continue this healing process and to get here, this revitalized, new, healed place. Allow me to elaborate. It's kind of like, imagine when you have the flu or you have some sort of sickness or you have food poisoning and you've been vomiting or you cannot eat or you've been in bed, you cannot get up. After a period of this sickness, while you are healing, when you are healed, it never felt so good to hold down a meal. It never felt so good to be able to get up and walk around. You appreciate it so much more. That revitalized feeling of appreciation, of gratefulness, of just so much energy. Or when you're really, really thirsty and you can't find, whatever you're craving. And then when you finally have it, it's like, you appreciate it 10 times more. You have this new energy. Life seems so much more colorful. This is where you want to be. Okay, this is the Ace of Staves is what I'm getting for this card. And again, your focus going straight into it is actually taking you to a good place. It's going to help you rise above. It looks like confronting it head on. It looks like you're making the right decision. I mean, your focus on confronting it head on is actually going to be helpful in this case. Additional advice. So again, this month is a month of healing, a month of getting to this place. Additional advice, I have 4 of Swords and 5 of Coins. 2 meanings I'm getting for 5 of Coins. 1, it's okay to feel helpless. It's okay to feel vulnerable as you're going through this healing process. A lot of times it may be misconstrued that by healing we are only getting stronger and stronger and stronger. But be mindful that just like with the flu, it gets worse before it gets better. Just like with any sickness, it always gets worse before it gets better. The early stages, at least, of healing are always very difficult. So it's okay to feel helpless. Allow yourself to feel that vulnerability. That is part of the healing process. Again, the rehab example, if someone is rehabilitating from an addiction, okay, to whatever, gambling, drugs, sex, doesn't matter. Relapses are actually part of the recovery, and a lot of people don't know this. You cannot just heal, and then go straight on. There is a point where we need to relapse. This is part of the healing process. Why do I bring this up? Because as we're healing to get to this place, okay, feeling like we've gone back to square one, feeling like we've fallen from where we have risen, feeling helpless, vulnerable, like all of this work is for nothing. This is part of the healing process, Scorpio. It really, really is. Trust me. So that's one of the meanings I'm getting from this. The other meaning I'm getting for the 5 of Coins is there is help around the corner. As you can see here, she's feeling helpless, hopeless, but right behind her there's some sort of, it could be like a temple or a religious venue. It's right behind her. So in this particular case, I'm not getting that it's a person or family that's behind you, even though they are there for support. Particularly, I'm getting that you are, again, this is going to sound cheesy, bear with me, you are divinely supported. Okay, divine timing, the universe is helping you through this. Higher consciousness is helping you through this. God is helping you through this. Again, doesn't matter what word you put on it, whatever you want to call it, that is backing you up. Be mindful of that. When you fall, when you relapse, okay, and there will be a point in time when this may happen, especially since you're moving very quickly into this healing phase. Okay, you're gonna fall or trip or relapse just as quickly. Be reminded that this is part of the healing process, and you are always supported, always divinely supported, or whatever word you want to use. Okay, and you are not alone in this, Scorpio. You are not alone in this. There are many people going through the same thing, maybe not to the details of what you're healing from. You are not alone. Okay. Additional advice, Four of Swords. Again, I'm getting two meanings. I'm getting kind of like a dual here. One, when this happens, when there will be feelings of vulnerability or having relapsed, or like you're back at square one, okay, again, be reminded you're being supported, that it's okay to feel this way, but also be reminded that there will be deep peace from this. Only when we see the darkest corners of a home can we understand how light the lighter corners are. Do you see what I'm saying? Only when we have been in the shadows do we realize how bright the sun is. Okay? Vice versa, only when we have been in the sun do we realize how dark the shadows can be. So be reminded that there will be great peace that will come from this. When you heal from whatever it is you need to heal, because this is where you want to go, there will be deep peace. Don't think, I know this is very hard to believe, and I hear it a lot of times from clients who, why do I use the example of addictions, who are struggling with recovering from something, recovering from an addiction or divorce or something of that sort. There is always a belief, and it makes sense because you are living in the present moment, that it will not pass, that you will always live with this heartbreak. You will always live with this trauma. Again, not expecting you to believe my words, but it can be peace from that. And by that, it doesn't mean erasing it. It doesn't mean pretending it didn't happen. It just means working through it, healing. That is the journey, right? That's the point of being an incarnation. So we can feel this pain, so we can heal through it. Because only when we feel pain and heal through it do we understand higher consciousness. Do we understand love? Do we understand unconditional faith and things like that? So additional advice, there will be peace to come from that. I did have a second meaning for this. Hold on, let me catch it again, because I digressed a bit. Right, okay. Believe it or not, Scorpio, I'm getting for some of you it'll be at the end of this month, but most will not be this month at all. That this, whatever you're healing from, will actually pass, and the battle will have been fought. And I think in great deal this has to do with the fact that you're diving so head on deep into it. Let me see if I can get one more card. Oh, that just flipped right out. I don't even need to shuffle. I love that the cards do the work for me. 10 of Staves. Now, a lot of wands here. Two meanings. Again, I have a kind of a dual thing going on here with this reading. Two meanings. One, do not burden yourself with too much. Only take and heal what you can handle, because you are diving head on, okay? You're going straight deep into it. At first, it can seem very, very overwhelming, so don't take more than you can handle, okay? A lot of it's going to just come rushing to the surface. Pick and choose a couple things to work through, okay? The other meaning is that don't feel burdened by this. It's really not as bad as our minds can make it seem, as our hearts can make it seem. It's kind of like when you go to the dentist. your mouth, your teeth, the nerves in your jaw, they exaggerate the pain. They're extra sensitive. It's actually not that bad. They exaggerate the pain, similar to emotional pain or when healing needs to take place. It can feel exaggerated, like it's too much. But again, where your focus is taking you, you're going to rise above it. The staves are still going to be here, okay? The ones that you may feel burdened by, okay? I'm sorry. It might seem like too much, a lot. They're still going to be here, but you will have worked through each one and you will rise above. Okay, see, he's standing a little bit above these ones. They're down there. You're going to rise above it. Okay, but like I said, it's not going to be without feeling helpless, without perhaps a relapse, but there is deep peace in this. It looks like it's a very strong healing month for you, Scorpio. I mean, this can vary across the board. Again, it is a generalized reading, so do take only what resonates, what messages resonate with you. But it can be healing from a breakup. It could be healing from an illness. It can be healing, from a past trauma, or it can just be healing from, someone said something rude or mean, and it kind of pulled that string at an insecurity you may have, and it's kind of just, it created a little bit of turbulence inside. It could be healing from that. So that's what I have for June, Scorpio. A healing month, good for you for diving head deep into it, or for confronting it head on. I want to pull one more. Don't know why. Just a final message for Scorpio, please, for June. Anything you can share for Scorpio. Yeah, long shuffles for you, Scorpio. I guess higher conscious needs to be a little bit careful about the messages they're putting out. It's a very long shuffle. One more for Scorpio, please, for June. Self-explanatory, right? This is waiting for you. Every time or any time that you feel like down in the dumps, I'm just going to put it straight out there, down in the dumps, this is waiting for you. Remember that this is temporary, okay? This down or this healing, everything is temporary. Nothing is permanent. You will feel this again, this joy, this celebration. It will come back, okay? It will be present again. What a beautiful way to finish a message, right? This is waiting for you. I can't say when or how, but after the storm always comes a rainbow. And this is going to be a hell of a storm, Scorpio. But you got this. You have your umbrella, and you have your raincoat, and you have your boots, and you're ready to get wet. So that's what I have for Scorpio for the month of June. I hope that was helpful. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm sending you so much love. I will see you for the mid-monthlies.